This is the Hippie Trail. And yes, we're talking about those hippies from the 60s and 70s. Apparently, a lot of Western hippies would do kind of like a pilgrimage to India. Probably a better word there, but something like that. So this is the route they would take. Keep in mind, this is a 1970s version of the world, which means we have a Western and Eastern Germany, Czechoslovakia, also Yugoslavia. And remember, one of the key elements to this alternative tourism was to do it as cheaply as possible. There's probably a lot of buses involved, also a lot of hitchhiking. So a lot of these people would start in places like London, or Brussels, or Paris, or Munich. They might have flown over from the US and hit one of those cities first and then made their journey. And something I'm definitely keeping in the back of my mind is this is during the height of the Cold War. Some of these cities I see marked down are a part of the communist world, the big one being Warsaw, Poland. There was a chance they were probably going through other communist countries too, like Czechoslovakia or Bulgaria. There was Yugoslavia, but they kind of tried to stay neutral. But I think why this map is getting so much attention right now is how unheard of this journey would be today. Going through places like Syria, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. Here's a photo of hippies in Afghanistan. It's just crazy. Also a little sad. This part of the world was very different during this time period. Iran is another nation where back then it was like a completely different world. The goal for a lot of the hippies was just to make it to South Asia, whether that be Pakistan or India or Bangladesh. Some were even going to Bangkok, Thailand. Wikipedia says sometimes even from there, they would still end up going to Bali in Indonesia, possibly ending off in Australia. This neighborhood in Kathmandu still has a bunch of stores dedicated to hippie culture that once were there. The trail would end up coming to an end in 1979 after the Iranian Revolution, also the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Again, this really just kind of makes me sad. I was gonna say, I guess you still can do this to this day if you want, but actually I don't know. I actually don't know if you can feasibly and safely do this here in the modern day. And some of the hippies never even left India. If they made the journey, they just stayed there permanently.